Hi all, welcome to Let's Catch Up, Interact and Share session. It is a unique opportunity to engage with experienced professionals. The experts share their insights and practical experiences, which will provide all of us with the knowledge across the fields, seek actionable insights, and can enrich our personal and professional growth. Let me set the context with a quick story: the sculpture and the traveler. The beautiful temple lived a talented sculptor who was celebrated for his unmatched skill of creating the lifelike statues. Early morning, as the sun rose, as the soft sounds of chiseling and echoed through the temple, out of a curiosity, traveler tried to go in the direction of a sound and happened to see the marble and the tools scattered around and paused to observe the sculptures to work. Sculptor were meticulously carving the statue, pouring his heart into every detail. The traveler admired the craftsmanship. After a while, the traveler noticed another statue nearby. He approached to a sculptor and asked, "Why are you making another statue? The one you have is already very magnificent." With a patient smile, the sculptor replied, This is current statue is indeed beautiful, but I have found a flaw." He gestured towards other statue. "You see, the nose had chipped slightly." The traveler was confused, asked, "This statue will be 12 feet above the ground and no one will able to notice. Why worry about something so small?" The sculpture paused. "It is true that others may not see it, but I do. The excellence is not measured by the options or opinions of others. It emerges from within. It is about the standards we hold for ourselves. Excellence is a journey and not destination." We will be interacting with such a personality who believed and practiced throughout his life the quest of excellence. We will be interacting and welcoming Mr. Milind Jadhav. Let me introduce you to Mr. Milind Jadhav. Milind holds master degree from Tata Institute of Social Sciences and boasts over 30 years of experience in the corporate world, alongside more than a decade as an entrepreneur. His primary focus is on empowering the individuals and the organization in the realms of human resource and technology. Renowned for his ability to navigate the complexities of a human resource and facilitate organizations' growth in ever evolving landscape of the information technology industry. Milind has established himself as a champion of principles of competence at work. As a thought leader, mentor, and coach, he has guided numerous professionals towards achieving success in their career. Milind is sought after advisor who excels at addressing challenges and finding innovative solutions at both individual and organizational level. His unique perspectives and strategic insights differentiates him in the field, making him preferred choice for those seeking guidance in the professional journey. Let me come to his what is he doing currently. September 2019 onwards, for the last 6 years, he has been a forefront of innovation as a pioneer of HCM Next, a collaborative technology platform that represents a significant advancement in human resource technology. This transformative approach prioritizes human element of enterprise and addresses evolving future of work. Believing that the effective HR transformation necessitates a deep understanding of tomorrow's workplace. Milind championed the integration of innovative strategy that engages all stakeholders across the human capital value chain. His vision of HCM Next is unpinned by the extensive industry experience, positioning the platform as a next generation solution aimed at enhancing employee experience while simultaneously driving organizational productivity. By adopting HCM Next, organizations can navigate the complexities of modern workplace with a greater agility and effectiveness, ensuring that their HR practices are not only forward thinking but also deeply human centric. His professional experience is also a co-founder and CEO of Selectigent's HR Solutions since July 2011. Is about 14 years and 3 months now. He was a chief people officer of Global Logic for about a year and a half. He was a vice president of human resource, corporate services, and global HR services at Suzlon Energy for about 1.5 years. He was heading human resources at Bharat Forge Limited more than 1 year, oversaw all aspects of people and management for Kalyani Group. He was a senior vice president and global head of human resources at Patni Computer Systems Limited for 5 years and 7 months. And he has been remembered there as the person who has carved a lot of HR initiatives in Patni Computer Systems. He was a senior vice president and global head of human resource at iGate Solutions, now Capgemini, for about 10 years. Location Mumbai, Pune, as well as in USA. Led the global human resource capital, managing complete employee cycle, as well as overseeing the global recruitment and training. Additionally, managed the operations for North America and Pune Development Center. Prior to that, he was general manager human resource in Gensa Technology. And prior to that, his stint of about 14 plus years, 15 years roughly, he was a manager HR at Emirates Airlines, Alpha Laval, and KSB Pumps. Started his career right in 1981. He has been serving corporates for more than 30 years. So we will welcome Milind Jadhav and we'll have interactions with him, as all of you are going to benefit from the insights and experiences he's going to share with us. Milind, good morning and welcome to Let's Catch Up, Interact and Share.
Hi Milind, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you after a long time.
Sure. I think great to get your time to have this interaction. So Milind, the first question for you, which is more towards you champion a cause of competence at work. So with over 30 years of corporate sector, and how has the perception of HR evolved, particularly in relation to technology and principles of competence at work?
Thanks Milind. I think there are multiple questions within this, so I'm going to try and break them down into 2 or 3 parts. One is evolution of the journey of HR over the last so many decades or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, how HR is being seen. That is something that we need to look at.
Sure.
At least in my perception. And then finally look at HR tech and the impact it is having on the overall evolution, so to say.
Sure.
Yeah. So when I first started out my career in 1981, I joined Alpha Laval as a management trainee.
Yeah.
And after the initial training period, I was placed as personnel officer.
Okay.
The department was called personnel department. And one of my uncles, he asked me what I was doing, and I tried to tell him personnel and all that.
Yeah.
He said, means labor.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're labor officer. I said,
Okay.
okay, I'm labor officer. So earlier on, people used to be called labor officers.
Labor officers.
Who then became personnel officers.
Okay.
Who then became HR.
Yes.
Yeah. And the current trend is to call people, human capital management guys,
Yes.
or for that matter, people managers or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. But the story is that over the last 30, 40 years, 45 years that I have seen almost, it has evolved significantly. The expectations of management earlier, especially when I started off in the early 80s, was very different.
Yes.
Because there was a lot of turmoil in the industry, meaning a lot of industrial relations problems and blue collar, white collar, unionization.
Absolutely.
Very high-demand positions people used to take, both sides.
Yeah.
And they used to go and sit at the extremes, and the twain never met. So that was the hard one.
Yeah.
And that was in the form of services sector.
Right.
And that services sector started changing the perception of HR company.
Right.
Okay, so the perception of HR at that time, HR meant it was something big, people had horns, or they had a halo, or there was something else. And there used to be endless debates between IR and HR folks saying that IR is greater than HR.
Yes.
HR guys used to say, hey, listen, we make the real difference. So those were endless debates, and I've been party to many of those debates.
Yes.
But
being on both the sides
yes,
of it.
being on both the sides. Today we are at a state where I'm continuously interacting with the industry.
Yes.
I'm at a state where the owners of the company owners or business owners or CEOs, their expectation is that HR has to make a difference to me from the standpoint of my people, not just keep the lights on and the fires burning, so to say.
Okay.
Yeah? Otherwise, it used to be a very administrative kind of a function.
Absolutely.
And services sector made a huge difference.
Right.
Along with the services sector opening up, technology sector brought in a lot of players from overseas.
Okay.
Their expectations were very different.
Absolutely.
Yeah, how to manage people, white collar people. And I worked, as you know, we worked together in the tech sector for so many years.
Yes.
We know exactly what goes on out there.
Absolutely.
And that led to, I think, HR evolving at a fairly rapid pace.
Right.
Yeah. Are we there? I would say we are there, but many a time, unfortunately, HR is responsible for belittling itself.
Got your point. Yes.
We don't think we are there yet. We keep on asking ourselves a question
Yes.
simply because we believe in the philosophy that asking questions is the right way to evolve.
Yeah.
You understand numbers, finance, you
Yes.
understand company's business, and talk the CEO's language. We are done.
Yes.
Finished. You are there.
Yes. Yes.
So that is one aspect, and the other aspect was around technology, right? In '81, in Alpha Laval, there was a man called Girish Ketkar. And Girish Ketkar taught me programming. He impressed upon my very young mind at that time, saying, listen, if you don't learn computing, you'll be useless.
Right.
You understand technology. That is when he got the complete entire bunch of us management trainees. He put all of us into a room, and he taught us many things, including programming. I learned to program in Basic and Cobol.
Wow.
And that served me very well over the years. Right? From making my first job change, going to KSB pumps, where we put in India's first attendance recording system way back in 1986. 1986. When no one had even heard of it.
Yeah.
And today we are at a stage where AI is so dominant now.
Yes.
But then is AI being leveraged the right way is the larger question. And I don't think we are there yet. People are still looking at it in a very tactical way. Unfortunate part for HR is that looking at it from a tactical standpoint. And that is where the competence of work comes in.
Right.
I would, whoever I come across, I keep telling them that they need to buy that book called Competence at Work.
Yes.
Written by Lyle and Spencer.
Yes.
And it's a seminal work done by them, and of course before them by McLellan.
Yes.
Who set up McBair Consulting and all. So unless HR gets into the minutest of details, because it's got to be evidence-based HR.
Absolutely.
It cannot be something in the air. Other than it's not like that. And where does the evidence come from? Evidence is rooted in the method by which you actually examine information that is available.
Absolutely.
For that, your fundamentals have to be strong. For that, the fundamentals to be strong, your theoretical concepts have to be very clear. For that to be clear, you need to convince yourself that the only way forward is by evolving, by learning.
Yes.
Someone did some research.
Yeah.
And it is a well-known fact that behavioral science has probably spawned the maximum amount of research done anywhere on any subject.
Right. Got it.
So, long story, but then
Absolutely. No, but right points which you suggested. How did the evolution happen based on even change in the businesses, from a blue collar to from manufacturing going into services, knowledge industry, multinational companies coming. So you had a canvas also changing of where you are supposed to perform. competence at work, as you're saying, is very, very critical aspect. Even today, people are ignoring it. And you say connect of a theory to a practice is absolutely an important part of it. Well, the next question is on HR Tech. As a pioneer of HCM Next, the services which you're providing in terms of product and process, what inspired you to create this platform, and what specific challenges in HR management does this platform aims to address?
Thanks, Milind. Great question. And my inspiration for doing anything in this space, especially HR tech space, came from the fact that most of the tech platforms, they focus on transactions.
Yeah.
Extremely transaction-based things. Yeah. And while the complete employee life cycle gets covered, there is a critical element that is completely ignored by the biggest of platforms that you see anywhere in the world. And I have never understood why. I have asked this question to many people, including my tryst with PeopleSoft going back to early 2000s.
Yes.
They first came to India. By the way, I did the first PeopleSoft implementation in this country. Okay. And in their version upgrade, they released a book in which they quoted me saying that you've contributed significantly to the growth of the product. But one thing that is missing is the culture element of it.
Okay.
That culture element has not been addressed. I have I have given demos to other product companies just to show them what can be done.
Okay.
Yeah, especially those who have extremely deep pockets.
Yes.
Yeah, and they have incorporated a few things. But then most of the HR tech firms are run by people who are not HR.
All right.
For them, the concept of HR is something else.
Right.
Yeah. And even today, the concept of culture hasn't sunk in. When I say what is the concept of culture, what do I mean by it? Basically, you start at the top with the vision, mission, and values.
Right.
How do you actually, once you've crafted the whole thing out, how do you percolate it down the line? While hiring, how do you assess people on that?
Got it.
My system does that. That is one part.
Yes.
Is there a company almanac, meaning over the last 30, 40, 50 years of existence of the organization, many things have happened.
Absolutely.
Is there any history kept somewhere where people can go and read?
Got it.
Because like they said, in order to be able to predict your future, you need to know your history first.
Yes.
So if you don't know your history, people who come new to the organization, they don't know. Older people who are here, they keep telling the newer people that, "Arey, idhar aise chalta, it is, this is how it works here. We've been doing this for so many years."
Yes. Yes.
And so on. So almanac is another one. Then employee connect, meaning all the song and dance events that happen.
Yes.
Yeah, under the guise of employee engagement.
Yeah.
The whole thing gets covered through that.
Okay.
Innovation gets covered through that.
Absolutely.
Then organization structure and all those things are basic things. They also get covered in that.
Mm-hmm.
More importantly, employee wellness and coaching and mentoring also get covered in some form.
Wonderful.
Now, do you have a tool which actually helps people get coached and mentored? No, it's an ecosystem that you create.
Absolutely.
Similarly, you can appoint as many coaches and mentors as you want. They bring everybody together at the same place. For innovation too, similar kind of a thing. How do you showcase your culture to the rest of the world and to your employees? And of course, the social media part of it. Whatever posts and things like that people have, they want to share some good stuff that has happened to them, bad stuff that has happened, all those things. So those also get leveraged.
Sure. No, I get the summary of the whole thing. It's an integration of all those who are looking only at the hard part. You've gone into a soft part of it.
Yes.
People perspectives, and how do you align or integrate people and the organization together with many more other aspects, social media, environment or ecosystem for the coaching and mentoring are definitely unique things, I feel. And
another interesting thing, Milind, we did in this was for values and vision and mission, we created a very interesting exercise for people.
Okay.
There are lots of exercises. People learn through experiences, right?
Right.
Another thing that we've done is, which is very interesting, especially will resonate well with Gen Z and Gen Z and millennials and this kind of people. How do you immerse people into the company's vision, mission, values?
Wow.
So we've created a game which is like solitaire.
Lovely.
And that helps people get an immersive experience. By learning, it is by learning that people learn, right? So that's what we did.
Great. I think a lot of unique things. People must look at this to understand more. Yeah. Thank you. So the next one on HR transformation, how do you define effective HR transformation and what key strategies do you recommend that these are the ones which would enhance the competence at work or as a whole organization can look at the transformation?
See, Milind, another great question. One of the key things that I get to hear from most of the CEOs, business owners, and people like that is there is a lot of expectation that they have from people who they pay a lot of money.
Yes.
But these folks are sitting at the top. They feel that ownership is lacking.
Okay.
And accountability is missing.
Okay. So this
is a common refrain which starts everywhere. So I thought about it quite a lot, debated it internally with my team, and we came to a conclusion. And I talked to a lot of CEOs as well, business owners, CEOs, and people like that. And we came to a conclusion that the only thing that binds everyone together, what is that only thing that binds everyone together? That is culture.
Right.
Total alignment. There has to be alignment, number one, to the vision, which means organizational goals automatically come in. Mission, which means tactical stuff.
Absolutely.
But still fully aligned. And then the values part of it. My personal values may differ from the organizational values, but am I willing to compromise that and willing to look at organizational values as a separate box
and adapt to it?
Or am I just saying, no, this doesn't appeal to me, so I'm not going to do it, I'm going to leave. If I don't leave, I'm going to stay there, frustrated, and poison the whole well.
Yes.
So, culture is the fundamental thing to my mind from an HR transformation perspective.
Yes.
If that is not fixed, nothing is ever going to happen. And we have to learn from the people.
Right.
We are not surveying the people frequently enough, and including lip service to things like exit interviews. HR people ask dumb questions to people who are leaving.
Absolutely.
Why are you leaving? Better prospects. Okay, he's leaving for better prospects.
Yes.
What does it mean? It means nothing. Better prospects means nothing to you or to me or to anyone else. Only that fellow knows what his better prospects are.
Yes.
So we're not learning over there.
Got it.
And for learning, you need that level of alignment and awareness.
True.
That self-awareness that has to be there.
Yes.
Number 3 is the organization design. How have you designed the company?
Right.
See, my thesis is very simple. This country is growing at 6 to 7%.
Yes.
And yesterday I was listening to Sanjeev Sanyal and someone else. They were talking about why can't we grow at 9 to 10%.
Yes.
It's created a different set of issues. But those are problems country will have to tackle.
Absolutely.
But if companies have to grow at that level, bare minimum, what does it mean? Is your organization design futuristic enough? Or are you stuck in a rut where you don't want to make changes?
Absolutely.
You are scared of the people, older people leaving?
Yes.
And causing a hole?
Absolutely.
Organization has to be futuristic. You have to look into the window, into the, what is that called? Crystal ball.
Yes.
And look into it to see where you're going to go in the next 5 to 10 years.
Absolutely.
Because that has to align with your vision.
Absolutely.
Is your structure aligned to the vision? See, these are some of the things that organizations really need to focus.
See, sub question to you, Milind. This is while the business scenarios, I would say the external world or the global village is changing drastically. The transformation part, do you think this would be a foolproof plan to look at the culture, values and other things? Or do you need anything more?
There is a little bit more as well. See, if Indian economy and country has, companies consequently, industry has to grow, there is one thing that is missing, and which is investment in R&D. The mindset is not there.
Absolutely.
Neither with the engineers nor with the management.
Right.
Unfortunate truth, that is what it is.
Okay, got it.
You look at the largest of conglomerates, see how much money they are investing. It is not even in the 4th decimal for them.
So R&D is one more transformation pillar, which needs to be
it's a
focused
huge
on.
transformation pillar. And again, in the case of one of our consulting assignments, we recommended this in the structural design. We said you need to strengthen your R&D department. They have created a full department allocated for enough funds. I think they will now start truly working towards this, meeting their goals, in terms of 5x growth and stuff like that over the next 5-6 years.
Great.
Last but not least,
Sure.
is the employee experience.
Right.
What kind of experience are you giving your employees? How are you dealing with toxic management? Are you developing people? How much money are you investing on developing people? Or is it all about, मैंने इसको train किया, whatever that person did in his, thinking, good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, he's done that. He's done his job.
Yes.
But how much has the company invested? Is there a structured learning intervention designed for the company? No, most of them no.
I summarize the whole thing more from one or two sentences. One, have the approach bottoms up and the tops down both. So look at the external environment, what is changing, and have a bottoms up approach to strengthen your culture, values, systems, R&D, and the employee experience. That will definitely help your transformation to be better.
Absolutely, Milind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The next one is about future of work. What emerging trends the future of work really should HR professional be ready with, and what areas they should focus for the organization remaining competitive?
Thanks, Milind. It's a complex question. It's not an easy question. The future of work has got so many definitions. People have been talking about it forever.
Yes.
That it's like that song, K Sarasa.
Yeah.
Whatever will be.
Yes.
The future is not ours to see.
Absolutely.
But we can't go by that philosophy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
If the country has got a growth path, which will lead it to become some kind of a Vishwaguru by 2047.
Yes.
If that is the thinking at the top of the country, then organizations need to step up as well if they wish to grow.
Absolutely.
This is once in a lifetime opportunity for any business to grow.
Okay.
According to me. And to do that, the biggest challenge is you will be able to hire entry-level people. And this has been a challenge in India for the last 25 years.
Yes.
Yeah, entry-level people are not in short supply. We have now 145 crore people.
Absolutely.
And good 70% of the people are below the age of 35.
Absolutely.
So when you say they are below the age of 35, that means what? You have plenty of bottom-level people.
Right.
But who do you need actually to grow your business? You need leaders as well.
Right.
And how is your leadership pipeline?
Got it.
What are you doing to develop your leaders? How much effort, money, resources are you putting into that? Do you have a strategy? Do you have a vision for leadership development?
Got it.
It starts with that. Yeah. And second thing, according to me, is this thing, again, this animal called culture.
Right.
Which is a very nebulous animal.
Yes.
You can't catch it. You
Yes.
can't put it in a box or a bottle.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't do anything to it. But it is there, all pervasive, all around us.
Right.
Yeah. So if your population is going to be Gen Z and millennial population, have you aligned your culture to meet their needs and their thinking?
Got it.
Or are you still stuck in your 65-year-old ways? People sitting at the top, at the helm today are people like us,
Yes.
gray hair, no hair, whatever.
Yeah.
So we are living in a different orbit. That crowd is living in a different orbit.
Right.
Yeah, like Mark Twain said, East is East and West is West.
Right.
And the twain shall never meet. It will never
Yes.
happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Then there is this element of HR tech.
Right.
How are we leveraging that? What are we doing? Are we looking at it only from the perspective of running transactions?
Yeah.
Or are we also looking at doing something more? Now, what is that more? To me, employee experience is the most critical part.
Right.
How it is perceived by people, how they are taking it, how they are moving with it. If the employees don't perceive it well enough, then they're going to leave. They don't have long fuses. like in the past.
Yes.
They have very short fuses or no fuse at all. Yeah, they just walk away if they don't like something.
Yes.
They won't even tell you why they're going.
Right.
So how can you? The culture part is one part. How can you integrate that into your employee experience through HR tech? That is the most critical part, and that needs to be addressed in my view.
So I think integration of all three things, leadership, new Gen or Gen Z, okay, and also the HR tech. If you're able to integrate all these things together, you would be more competitive to, kind of face the competition and be aligned or ahead of the future of the work.
There's another aspect that we missed out discussing, and that was managing change. See, this growth of 8-9%, 7, anywhere from 6 to 10%, yeah, is going to mean that there are huge changes that are happening.
Right.
Changes driven by growth. So how are companies managing that? How are leaders managing that change? And all of these things, your culture, your leadership development, your change management, and your employee experience have to be integrated.
Got it.
If it is not integrated, then you are living in limbo, because they are all disjointed and working in different ways, working for themselves in that sense. They're not working for the cause.
Next one on mentoring or mentorship challenges. We have been hearing this term mentoring, coaching. How do you see today people are able to kind of accept this, work on it as a mentoring, coaching, and what challenges they face, how they can overcome them?
Again, a complex question, man. This is a very, very complex question. I've struggled with this significantly. See, this growth that has happened over the last, 15, 20 years in the country, 25 years, has also led to dilution of quality of people that have come into the system.
Okay.
Okay. And somehow, whoever was available has become a leader of some kind.
Okay.
Without adequate preparation. Companies did not invest, and because I was getting a socially acceptable promotion every 2 or 3 years, a time scale promotion as I call it.
Yes.
Yeah, I started thinking that I was cat's whiskers. I was cat's whiskers. I'm the leader. I'm the boss. I don't need to learn anything more.
Got it. Yeah.
So when we talk about mentorship, people have to first decide for themselves what is it that they want to learn. Number one, do they know that they want to learn something? And during my consulting assignments, I'm digressing slightly from the topic. I have said this to some of the CEO and some of the business owners. They didn't like it, but then they reflect on it and come back with a positive, response. I tell public references I make to some discussion and say, I know what I know, and I also know what I don't know. So it is important for me to know what I don't know.
Absolutely.
And then seek mentorship of someone. When I go for getting mentored, am I doing it simply because it needs to be done, or because I want to draw upon the experience of that person?
Yes. Makes
Am
sense.
I willing to treat that person like Lord Krishna?
Yeah.
Driving my chariot
Right.
while I'm shooting off arrows.
Yes.
Yeah?
Makes sense. Yes.
So if I'm willing to do that, then the mind is open, people want to learn. And my advice to younger HR folks would be to read. Yeah? Don't chase this stupid acquisition, I'm sorry, using the bad unparliamentary words, but don't chase certifications for the sake of it. Your resume has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 certifications listed there. But if I ask you something, you know nothing. An example I'll give you: when I used to head HR at Zensar Technologies way back in the mid-90s, Japanese people had come, product was delivered, it was Unix operating system level stuff, and they said the product is full of bugs. In some 80,000-90,000 lines of code, they found some less than 0.00001%. And they said, Japanese people, they said everything has to be perfect, full of bugs. Then we had also, cleared SEI CMM level 3 for the
Yes,
first time.
yes.
We were the second or third company in the country after Intel, Wipro, Zensa was the third one. He said, one of the Japanese guys said, Milind-san, I have a question for you. I said, what? He says, how is it that Indian people find it very easy to pass exam? But when it comes to work, it's a different story altogether.
Absolutely.
So that is our story.
Got it.
Invest in yourself, in your learning.
Right.
And this, capsule, module, or bite-sized learning doesn't serve any purpose unless you're willing to spend that time.
Right.
Spend at least half an hour to 45 minutes every day on yourself. And get mentored by the right kind of people. Go for advice. There's no harm in seeking advice of someone who's more qualified than you, who has spent more time than you on this planet, and someone who perhaps knows a little bit more than you.
Absolutely. A fantastic perspective. I think a lot of hard facts which you put in. If you really want to do a mentorship, you need to really be open of what you do not know, where the gap is within yourself, reflect. Don't do only certification, have the knowledge. You may be great at passing exams, but ensure you're able to deliver the core which is required. Milind, the last question to you. This is more about what unique approaches do you employ to address HR challenges compared to the traditional methods? As you said, there's an evolution. And how vital is a continuous learning for HR professional in this context?
So let's break down your question into two parts. One is the first one, which is how do you manage those challenges. Number two is what people should be doing, right, to evolve. I have a slightly different take on this.
Okay.
My take is, like I said in the earlier question, that people get promoted every 2 years and all that stuff. The story of my father-in-law, he was an IS officer. Way back in 1983 or 84, I came back home telling him that I got a promotion letter, I got promoted.
Yeah.
So he was visiting us, they were visiting us, and he said, so charge kab le rahe ho?
Yeah.
So I said, what charge? What is this old man talking about?
Yeah.
Charge? Kis cheez ka charge?
Yes.
Then he said, ki naya role ka charge. I said, what naya role?
तुम्हारी
जगह बदलेगी, कुछ ऑफिस मिलेगा, ये ऐसा कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. He said, promotion किस बात का है? Yesterday I was doing the same thing. Today I am doing the same thing. Tomorrow also I will do the same thing.
Hey, and promotion.
Yes. And unfortunately, people are getting promoted or kicked upstairs, as I call them, only because of the time that they are living in.
Right.
Expansion of business. They are not evolving as managers.
Absolutely.
For evolving, number one, most important thing that people need to do is to have that sense of empathy. Develop that sense of empathy.
Got it.
And how do you do it? By listening to the other point of view. Are your ears open or closed? Are your eyes open or are they open and shut at the same time? You can only evolve when you learn and admit that you could have done better in different places.
Absolutely.
If you don't do that, then you are in trouble. Unfortunately, doesn't apply just to HR folks, but across the spectrum of all leadership levels in this country. People think it's only the performance that matters. I am reminded of Simon Sinek's Golden Circle. Simon Sinek's Golden Circle.
Yes.
Yeah. He starts with the purpose. I mean, this is not new.
Yeah.
The concept is not new, but he structured it beautifully.
Right.
Why is the purpose? How you do it. Finally, there is what, which is the outcome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we know the why.
Yeah.
We also know what outcomes we want. How we do it is most critical aspect.
Yes.
How are we doing things? Are we doing it in the right way? Or we are employing some other methods to do it? How are we sunsetting the task that we are doing? Is there a method to our madness?
Got it.
Or every day is a new day, so you open a new page, don't see what happened in the previous pages. So you're not evolving there.
Got it.
Yeah. So this was number one.
True. Yeah.
On the second part, Milind, I feel that traditional approaches may have worked, will work,
Yeah.
continue to work.
Yes.
Because they're tried and tested methods.
Right.
But it should not prevent us, meaning HR folks, from experimenting with new things.
Got it.
From listening to the voice of the millennials and the Gen Z,
Absolutely.
what they want.
Yes. Yes.
There was a beautiful movie called What Women Want.
Okay.
But are we listening to the Gen Z,
Yes.
what they want?
Yes.
Only then we'll be able to deploy any strategies to meet their needs.
Got it. Yeah.
Because they are your future markets and the leaders. Unless you prepare your leaders to grow, nothing is going to happen.
Again, rather than only saying that they need this, they need that, and kind of separating them out, have the inclusive approach. Empathy is one of the things which you just mentioned.
Yes. And another thing is, I'm reading a lot of people saying that this lot is a very selfish lot and things like that. Every generation has said that to the next generation.
Right. Got it.
Our parents told our generation that you all are a selfish lot.
Yes.
Now we are telling the next generation you are a selfish lot. They are telling the next generation they are a selfish lot. But are we understanding what they need?
Right.
Companies are not even focusing on the wellness part of it. I think that is something that
One
HR
more.
should really focus on. There are multiple aspects to wellness. The most common ones are, of course, we know financial wellness, physical wellness, mental wellness. There are others too. But if we focus on these three to start with,
Yes. Important.
mental wellness,
Right.
so critical, such a critical success factor there. And people are, living in a friendless world, so to say, today. Especially the millennials,
Yes.
the new generation, next generation, Gen Z,
Gen Z.
and whoever comes later. They are so much into social media. And are we leveraging that social media to achieve our goals?
Absolutely.
Is HR doing that?
Yeah. Use the medium which they are using.
25 years since this whole concept started, Milind, even today HR folks are still not open to using social media extensively to achieve their goals.
So continuous learning should be in that part
Yes.
of how do you really align more into the new generations,
Yes.
coming generations, and creating the leaders out of Gen Z.
In a way, yes. And continuous learning, as I said earlier, it's about evolution, it's about reading, it's about understanding. There's the Chinese parables of leadership which talk about listen to the wind, listen to the leaves whispering, listen to the rain falling, it's saying something.
Yes.
Are you listening?
Yes. Very well said. Very well said. Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Milind, if I have to summarize the whole talk, first of all, I want to say to all that we are fortunate to have Milind spending time with us. The leader, I would rather, whatever English I know of, voracious leader who puts his point through on what he wants to do, how he wants to do, and why he wants to do. And I believe, many of us who's worked around him, know him, realizes that. So we had a wonderful interaction with him. It will help big way to everyone to have this insightful conversations with him. Yeah.
Thank you, Milind. Thanks so much. It was
Thank
a pleasure
you.
talking to you, and I think I enjoyed the discussion.
Wonderful. Thank you.